I'm checking in today on June the 2nd, 2009, one of the most important sites in Prague. This is St. Vitus Cathedral, and Petra, my local expert, is going to tell me about this particular building here.
So, you are standing at the entrance to the St. Vitus Cathedral, which you may consider to be a Gothic architecture, but it actually isn't exactly like that, because this is a part which has been finished only in 1929. So if you want to see some modern detail, if you look just to the points under the big round window, there are some men who are holding the mural, and they are dressed in a perfectly modern way.
Where are they?
Well, they're just next to the round window.
That's right.
So these are actually the modern architects. You see that dressed.
They put themselves into the picture here, into the facade.
So,
isn't that interesting?
It's just to make you understand that really in the 20th century. And the cathedral was finished then because it was actually a symbol of the power of the Bohemia in the Middle Ages. So when the national revival came with the comeback of the Czech language, it was as well important to finish our symbols.
So a strong symbol of nationalism also, and national pride.
And the fact is that, of course, well, this was the church, or this is the third church of this place. There used to be a small round church founded by St.Wenceslav personally, which is one of the reasons why this is a really strong symbol of our nationality. Then there was a Romanesque cathedral and finally the time of the cathedral itself.
This is where we came in.
And now we may enter it.
Now the interior dates back to what time?
Well, it's divided as well. The part we will enter just now is the 19th century. But then we will proceed fluently into the second part, which is the medieval one.
Wow, this is a huge cathedral. Very high nave.
Well, it has 33 meters in height, if I remember well. And actually from here to the crossing is the 19th century, and the rest which is behind the crossing is the old one.
Okay.
And what's amazing in this modern part are these stained glass windows, which were all made in the 20s.
In 1920s,
right?
right?
1920s.
They're beautiful and colorful.
Painters. So each of them has a different design done by different people, together with the background.
The Rosetta window,
This shows the creation of the world.
You can walk around here, right? Wow, what a building. And you wouldn't really, apart from the design of the windows and the design of this barrier here, this metal barrier, you wouldn't be able to tell that it is a fairly new church.
It's a fairly new church. But the thing is that all the details you have in the stone, they were made almost as a copy from the old ones. So you can't recognize that, but you can recognize it when you look, for example, at this window.
Yes.
Because this is a very famous one made by a famous creator of the Art Nouveau style. His name is Alphonse Mucha.
Yes.
And this is actually a window which shows the history of the Bohemian kingdom. The boy which is praying in the middle of the window in the red robe is St.Wenceslav himself, and the lady who's sitting next to him is St. Ludmila, his grandmother, who belongs among the pantheon of the Czech saints.
Wow. Beautiful stained glass window. And it shows here 1907.
That's exactly the date we find here.
What an impressive building.
I think if you look at that and you don't know that, you may probably guess that it's reconstructed because of the surface of the stones, which is rather really fine, and it's seen that it's not made, these are not stones which were worked on in the Middle Ages, but still it's surprising that it's such a new thing.
Now, this is the old part, the medieval part?
Into the medieval part.
Let's have a look at it from here. And these stained glass windows, they also still look fairly modern.
They are fairly modern.
Yeah, they do look fairly modern.
Well, there are new old stained glass windows, but there's as well new evidence that they were here ever.
Let me give you a view back in this direction now at the Rosetta window at the top here, which is huge. Very huge. What a church. Let's continue walking through here. I'll come back to you in a second.